Firsty worst. I was like, wait. Oh, I need to turn that off. I had self-listen to on my mic because I was testing out some things. Firsty worsties. Doesn't actually sound like a good thing. I need to think of a different baby talk for that. Ryan really hates it when I talk like that, so I have to do it. Oh, baby. Snagging that prime.
Prime's back up.
I don't know how loud the music is for you, but I have it turned up on my headset quite a bit. Oh, it's slow. It's probably for the best that it's slow. Yeah. I could turn it down to myself. I'm pretty sure this turns it down for me and not you. One of the nice things about OBS. I was just hanging out with Ryan at CCS. I'm not going to get verified. No check mark for me. This was on my flight. Morning, Evie. So I'm not saying the heat caused this person's seizure. I'm not saying because we were already on the plane and then like it was hot and we were waiting. I mean, we weren't even really waiting that long. Like the initial flight wasn't delayed or anything. But I'll tell you, it was really weird seeing someone just like stand up and be like, "We need a doctor," and then press the button to call a stewardess. And then it was like on the movies where you hear it's just like, is there anyone who's like a medical whatever? And like a lady like 5 seats away was just like, I'm certified in first aid or something like that. Both of the ladies who were there, those were both just regular passengers who were helping out, which is pretty cool. But unfortunately, this did delay my flight. The person's okay as far as I know. They did get sick as well, so it was definitely like thank goodness it happened before we took off. Like had this happened like 20 minutes later, like we would have been in the air. We might have had to turn around. Like who knows? Like I don't know how serious their seizure was. But then we get that done. It honestly didn't take that long. It was maybe like 30 minutes, which isn't like a big issue. We're like literally getting ready to get back in line of planes to take off. And this lady walks down the aisle and like basically stops kind of by me and is talking to the stewardess, and all I hear is like my chest, and she's like pointing at her chest a little bit, and she's like, I want to say my age, but she's probably younger than me. She's like 30ish, 30 to 40. And it goes to the back, and then like 10 seconds later over the intercom it's like, due to a medical emergency in the back of the plane, and everyone in front just like turns and looks. It was like really weird. I didn't, because I knew exactly what was happening, so I wasn't going to turn and look. But like the person to my left and right were, so it was like I was the only person facing forward. So in like the horror movie, when everyone's being controlled, I was the person looking like, what's going on? I have no idea what actually was there. She walked off. I feel like maybe that was like a panic attack or something. And I kind of think this is because when they made an announcement, they were like, is there anyone else who would like off this flight? And I'm like, oh man, maybe the pilot's like, okay, get off. I think it's possible 2 or 3 people got off the flight there. There were people moving around and doing stuff. I think one of the people ended up getting off the flight because we were already like an hour delayed, and they're like, "Well, if I'm already doing this and this, I'm gonna fly here." And they just like changed their flight and they got off, but that delayed our flight. Like after the first medical emergency, our flight already was like we had a really really close connection, where we had 20 we probably were going to miss our flight no matter what. They expected us to make a 22-minute walk across the airport. They projected a 22-minute walk, and we land like at landing, right? They quote unquote let the people off who had connections in front of the other people, so maybe 50% of the plane, 60% of the plane got up at first. Of course, all of first class was already off by the time we walked past them for me. Of course, they all had important connections to get to, you know. Uh, but it still took like 10 minutes to get off the plane, right? So we would have missed that flight anyways. Uh, Hopefully, they would have paid for our change, but they did pay for him this one. We didn't have to pay anything. But I was at the airport all day, and it happened on Friday as well because of weather. We had like multiple missed flights. We were supposed to get in initially at 11 a.m. We were going to leave at like 6 or 7 in the morning and get into Atlanta at 11. And then the day before, our flight gets delayed, and so it just messes the whole day up. So we reschedule flights, and we end up going from Omaha instead of Lincoln, so it like changes where I have to like drive to, and we have a later flight. So then I'm getting in at like 4 or 5 o'clock. 5 hours of my testing now gone from the first delay. We go in, and I don't think our first flight was delayed. Maybe our first flight was delayed, and then our second flight was delayed, and we had to it. We didn't get into Atlanta till 9 p.m. Because at least one or two delays on flights. I think our first flight out of Omaha was delayed, possibly. Uh, and there were lines like I did. I I had under 10 games of the deck I played at the CCS Invitational. My testing for the event, I just didn't like any of the decks. Like, the way I test sometimes, I just like flow with the meta, and it also kind of lets me see where it's pushing, what decks could be doing what, and what beats what. Like, if 2 or 3 decks I play in a row all lose to the same deck, either that deck's the best deck in the format, or I'm just not on paper able to see what it's losing to if I don't know, right? So I'll play that deck a little bit, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm losing to this, this, and this, or like, oh, I'm losing to these people playing the same deck I am, but they're doing this, and I wasn't doing this. Maybe I should do this. Like, oh, hey, this matchup is better than I thought. It was like, I can't believe I missed that. Like, I'm a fool. But like, it's important to double check things like that, or just see what other people are doing in that angle. So if you have the ability to watch other people play, obviously you should take advantage of such things. But I ended up playing green purple retro device, and humorously, I got a bye in round 2 against yellow purple, and that should have been really good for me because yellow purple was like the good matchup for the deck, and it's what I want to play against. Like, it's funny, as I played against yellow purple and had a bad record. I finished 3-3-1, and Sky played against nothing but like yellow green, basically the bad matchup, and so he didn't like he wanted to play against what I played against, and I still couldn't beat it. But mostly because I didn't get to go over certain lines, and I was chatting with him later, and it was like I was going for Aladdin Genie shifts in positions where he would have just gone for more Chernabog things. That said, almost all of my opponents had Bobby discard, or were just able to try to set it up that Chernabog didn't do as much. Granted, yellow purple Chernabog is pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like I just got a beard hair in my mouth. Um, and I think I finished 1-2-1 against it, and it's like one of the better matchups. And just like went over through the games, and he's like, "Well, how do you lose this?" I'm like, "Well, they went turn one Rafiki, turn two Willow, turn three Willow Vanellope, turn four Demona, turn five Demona." And I had no characters, like, and they just quested every turn, like, even with like trying to do something like you against that on the draw, like what am I supposed to do? And it's like I understood where I made a mistake in one of the games where it's like, oh, like basically like half a turn or possibly like a few actions after I did it, I was like, oh, I needed this instead of this, and then I get punished for it immediately. So I did punt one of my losses for sure. The other one, it just felt rough. And realistically, the deck felt like, of all the decks that I've just picked up and played, none of them have had such punishments for misplays or not playing to a certain out. Um, and they were kind of like hidden in ways that it's just like, well, doing this, like, it's hard to be like, oh, Milo is so not great here. But it's like, oh, I need to Philip wipe their board, because if I don't, they're gonna Demona and I lose my Milo. And it's like, well, just bounce their character that's gonna challenge the Milo. Well, how are you gonna do that when they have enough? A 2-for-1, I guess. Then I'm out of resources and they Demona and they redraw their hand. I don't know. I needed to play the matchup more. I talked with Sky about it. I figured out where I should have done differently. Still don't know if I would have had that much better of a run, but I don't know. I ended up choosing to play it because the deck initially felt like blue green, Emerald Sapphire, which I played quite a bit of towards the end of its reign of terror at the DLCs before Eleanor came around. Pre-rotation. Yeah, pre-rotation. And online, as I had mentioned earlier, or in some of my testing, I was just losing to that deck. And some of the games I was just like, oh, like I had a really bad hand. I did not know what they were doing at first. And Retro is a deck that you need to know how to play against. Because if you don't know what you're doing against them, you're going to be very disappointed with yourself. But if you know what you're doing, it's a close matchup. Humorously, I think Eleanor's actually kind of that way. I've seen quite a few tweets also agreeing with that sentiment, that Eleanor is kind of 50-50-ish, that it's like, if you're playing against a good player who knows what they're doing in the matchup, their deck's geared for Eleanor, right? Like, so if you stumble at all, like, and they have the anti hand, it's like they're doing the exact same thing that you normally do to decks. Eleanor's the type of deck that is so consistent and so aggressive that it's very good at what it's doing. But these decks can have very anti Eleanor draws, and they're geared to beat it down, and like it just turns out that way. So kind of lost my thought on that one. But I just like kept losing to green purple with a few decks, so I tried it out and Sky liked it, so said might as well. But I had like 3 or 4 decks. I really wanted to try out the deck that Ryan played and did well enough with, just barely missing out on the cut we wanted. Retro evolutionary device. I was playing with the Huntsman, and using Shift Aladdin to turn into Milo. Um, it felt good. You get to bounce their character down, and then just play a couple big threats and turn them sideways over a few turns. And if you need to, you can turn a Milo into a Prince Philip to combo wipe their board, while also kind of developing a couple more characters, which while drawing cards. The issue is the deck really relies on Milo, and some versions of the deck just run out of cards. We were playing a lot of card draw on ours, but it wasn't quite good enough. It wasn't good enough against Eleanor, and for me, it wasn't good enough against the other archetypes, but for some, it was. Green Steel turned out to be not great for it as well overall. Joshua Statterfield, who did make top eight, um, and now on record with me saying he was like, if I get to the top cut here, if I get to just draw and get in the top cut, I think he said he goes, I'm going to buy a ticket to Continentals and LCQ. So if you do not see him at Continentals LCQing, you can be disappointed in him and tell him how sad you are. Twitch, clip that. So theoretically, there is some new feature. I got an email saying that they should have just created a clip right there. Who knows? Maybe they're going to make a clip of me talking about them making a clip, and that would be kind of lame. But I don't know. Because Twitch is using AI, I guess, or something. And I don't know if it's something I can opt out of. It's kind of a nice feature. I don't even know if that's AI or not. Like, it's just... AI is an interesting term to use. Because, like, it's just code. So if you just have, like, a couple lines of code that trigger off of, like, a voice clip, and they have software that, like, is auto captcha considered AI? Like, if a program listens to what I say and translates it into text to speech or whatever, speech to text, and then there's another program that just reads that, and as soon as it reads, Twitch clip it, and now it's going to clip that other stuff if it works. Like, I don't think that's AI. I don't know. I'm just not educated in that enough. But I want to look at some of the stuff from D23. Not necessarily the deck lists, but just the news. Like, because I was at CCS and the airport issues, which were issues on Friday and Monday, I just didn't get to watch it, really. I saw a bunch of clips, I saw some pictures, but I didn't really get to fully absorb it all and enjoy it. I also did not feel good on Friday. So, like, not only was there flight issues, but my tummy hurt. I do feel better now. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all 3 days I was in Atlanta, I woke up with heartburn. And I don't know why, but I think what happened was I ended up laying more on my back than I normally do. Maybe it's the only thing I could think of is I just like slept in the wrong position and didn't think consciously enough of it to make sure I didn't fall asleep in that position. Like, I slept on an air mattress, but I've slept on air mattresses all the time. And just sleeping on an air mattress doesn't give me heartburn. It could just be I'm getting old. All right, where is this spoiler? Read only. All right, boop, boop. We got some Hades. We got some pins. We got some playmats. Some Mickeys. More Mickeys. The best news I've seen in a minute. So stoked for an official digital client. We're back! I am old. Yeah, we're getting old. Bruh. Get that sail out of here. Alright, this is kind of neat. Not normally a thing I do much, but I have played a few of the things and had a lot of fun. So it's good they keep doing it. It's a fire pin. That pin will probably be worth a bit. It's a big evasive. I wonder how much these promos are going to be worth. Like, the participation should be rarer than set champs participations. Well, you refuse to play Amber, I refuse to play Blurple, so we come together in the middle. And both of us don't play Blurple decks. While you have a song card in your discard, this character gets +1 lore and gains evasive. I mean, that's not bad. A 4-cost 5/3 evasive quest for 2 Singer 6. You only really get got if they, like, exert it before you sing with it. Otherwise, it almost always protects itself. But at 4 costs, you probably already have a song in your discard. Cards like this make me really wish that I can't think of the name of it. And then I forgot what I was thinking of it. It was like I walked through a doorway in my mind. I kind of miss A Whole New World. I do like it. Yeah, Darkwing just terrorize it. This is also pretty fire. You know, this card makes Be Our Guest good again. This card could make Be Our Guest good again. Like, just play Be Our Guest on 2, grab a character, then you can use this to sing a Cood to play it, or just sing, like, Strength. Not Strength, but a Storm. If we had something like that. Some sort of removal. But most likely it would be, like, turn 1, Miguel, turn 2, Vanessa, turn 3, Thunderbolt your character with Vanessa, then use Miguel to sing a Cood, and then play Snowboarder Stitch and pass the turn. It's not bad. Or play Angel or Vanessa on 2, use them to play a Cood, play a character, or play a 2-drop and another 2-drop if you need to take out a 4-drop, and then sing Strength for 3 or 4. Like, this, I think this is fine. And Quest for 2 afterwards, like, this card is pretty fire, honestly. Like, in the middle to late game, this is a Cinderella that quests for 2. Like, imagine you're on the draw and you're playing Steel Song and you're playing against, like some control deck. You're just like turn one Angel, turn two Akud, 3-drop and Miguel, or you don't even necessarily like you could just sing removal if you need to. Just go Miguel, Miguel, removal on your 1-drop, 2-drop actually. So you go against. Problem is you like that's aggressive, but against Blurple that's not great because they play all the 1-drops. But like against like a Sisu style control deck, like this seems good. Just like Daisy was good, right? You need that early aggressiveness against those types of decks. We don't have that kind of deck right now. But I think that's because we don't have like the Steel Song removal package, right? This is okay against Steel Song as well in the mirror. Like it gains lore, right? Um, it's kind of weak to Dale. I like it. I think it has flaws, but overall, I think it's quite powerful. Um, and they acknowledge that like they want Singer 3 to be a thing, but that it's probably too good to have access onto turn 2. So they're trying to create stop gaps to prevent complete blowouts like Cindy one was. Um, so maybe these stop gaps mean they're going to give us good songs again, but who knows? I kind of like this card. It reminds me a lot of Launchpad. You do have to pay 2 to activate it, and you have to keep having more characters, and that's kind of whatever. But like a reusable way to gain lore and draw card, or to draw cards and the bonus gain lore is pretty good. Being able to use it the turn you play it is not bad. It's kind of expensive and slow though, and that's the issue. I was like, what is that? My cell phone alarm is going off. It is interesting. If we had a popper format that was played, it would probably be pretty good in. If you have 10 or more cards in your discard, this location gets +2 lore. Is a 4-cost 8 toughness location that has 3 lore pips good? Yeah. Is this better than uh what's it called? I don't know. I don't know if it's better than Manor. Like Manor has the 9 and guaranteed 2, so you can like play it on turn 3 in some matchups where they can't answer it, and then you could play like a Maui to protect it if they challenged it, followed up by a B prep is like pretty good. But if you're playing like Scrooges and boosty thingies, like this could easily be a way to gain 3 lore right away while also surviving a lot of things. Like uh Counting House is pretty good in the boosty deck. Like it gives you a boost outlet and slowly gains you a bunch of lore, and it only costs 2. The problem is that normally they can deal 5 to it right away. So this kind of alleviates that issue. And if you're playing Raging Storms, this card's not bad. There's a world that you Raging Storm, they rebuild 2 characters, maybe 3. You play Land of the Dead, and a Red Alert, and they don't have enough to take out the Land of the Dead, and then the next turn you play a Raging Storm again, and then a Counting House. Like, I'm not saying you replace Counting House with Land of the Dead per se, but I could see a world where you're playing like 6 to 8 locations now instead of just 4. Um, it's also kind of a slower, in some matchups it's like a slow turn kind of thing. Like I haven't actually played the yellow purple versus red or amber ruby, but if you're trying to build giant Scrooges, playing something like this to make people challenge it so you can send your Scrooges in, or doesn't seem terrible. It's an interesting card. And I think with Boost and a few other cards like the improvises and stuff, we saw last season Olaf, the Olaf deck was pretty fire pre-rotation. Um, it kind of just showed how powerful filling up your discard can be. And we still have a lot of the cards that filled up our discard. The only things we really missed from the Olaf deck are the ready effects. The Lilo, realistically, is the big thing we're missing. Being able to commit multiple characters for free. Like, I knew Lilo was going to be good. I sold my foil Lilos like 3 weeks before that deck came out, or at least got gained popularity. This is interesting. It's kind of expensive. But no one ever played the robot one, but that required a robot. It seems unlikely this sees much play. Locations are so hard to balance. Now, I haven't played much Coconut, as in I have not played any. But I'm assuming that if you played this, all the characters would just challenge this. That said, I've not played a lot of Lorcana multiplayer, so in Magic that seems logical, but I could see a world where you play this, your player A, player B challenges this, and player C challenges player B's characters that challenged Con Industries. And then player C challenges Con Industries and player A's character or B's characters too. Like, maybe locations actually are way better in Coconut. Because, like, it really just depends on how threatening the location is. Like, some people are just like, I don't want you to get that lore. But, like, this is 2 lore a turn that also doesn't challenge. And then player C can always challenge my location later, too, if they want. But yeah, chaos. Multiplayer chaos. So maybe locations are better. That said, if this location was truly oppressive, I would hope the players would all challenge it. Once during your turn, whenever a super character quests while here, return an item from your discard to your hand. Alright, but I already have Tamatawa. I need the item to return. I need the popsicle. Possibly, yes. The funny thing is, if people are just learning how to play Coconut online, not via webcam, because if you're playing via webcam, you can still point that out. I don't know. Some people hate the politicking. I live for it. It's probably not going to do anything, but it could be. It's like not bad. Did the characters from Big Hero, were they considered supers? Did they have the super subtype and I just not notice it? Like, I could see them having it. They were kind of basically superheroes. I did not read that as cheers. Wait, this is like good. We're getting some location power creep. This is like the equivalent of 2 cost 3 3s for locations, right? Like we're finally getting 1 cost 4 1s that, like, 1 1 4 1 with abilities. Like, this is such an upgrade. Like, uh, where is this Skull Island? This is so much better than this. It's like 2 more willpower? Nah, I don't care. And it's +2 instead of +1. I wonder if they made this to counter Under the Sea. Which it does an interesting job of. We probably don't need it, but maybe. I like this card, though. It's a good sign. And if it doesn't see play, then there's like a world where uh they amp it up again. Hey, Brawley. Remote Inklings? And it's all no play? Was it Ruby? Also costs 2. And costs 2 to move a character to it. It does mill a card. Bruh. Chat could maybe help. I would probably recommend a complete overhaul of the deck, honestly. I play at a very highly competitive area, so like my advice would be if you were trying to play in a high level event. I mean, I guess I could give some advice in the regards to whether or not like you need less or more inkables. But it's also dependent on a meta, so it's like realistically, if you're just now learning, you should just play with whatever looks and sounds fun and just learn the lessons along the way. But the game's super fun, and with the digital client coming out eventually, who knows when, it'll be even easier to get into. I cannot wait. It's the 4 on the list. Wait, what colors? Green and purple. This is your deck? Or are you on trending? Okay. You probably don't want this card. It's not going to do what you want it to do because you're the aggro deck, so you're going to have more lore than your opponent most of the time. So I'm assuming your thought is that your opponent's going to play a 1-drop, you're going to play a 1-drop, then they're going to quest, and then you scout ahead and you gain 2 lore. But then you can't play scout ahead for the rest of the game, and that's realistically one of the few times you're ever going to play scout ahead. Because you just, like, as soon as you play the first scout ahead, you can't play another one because you're ahead in lore. So either you don't quest and let them quest more to play another scout ahead, which then the first scout ahead is kind of null and void because once your character doesn't quest, that replaces a scout ahead. So realistically, you traded a card from your hand with exerting your character. Um, so I don't like this card. The only I would play this card if there were cards that said pay X lore, do something. That would be one of the few times I would ever play a card like this. Is if I could use my lore as a resource so I could guarantee to have less lore than my opponent. And it would have to be something crazy like pay 2 lore, draw a card. And so I which they would never make. It would have to be like pay 5 lore to draw a card or 4 lore to draw a card or something. And then this is even only half a card. So I don't know how like, but if you made it pay 2 lore, draw a card, then that's just busted. So yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, I understand this to try to be like the racing comeback mechanic. It's like, oh, you're going back and forth. Well, you play this and then you quest, and it was the 2 lore that they didn't see coming, but you scouted ahead, and it's flavorful. But it's so hard to create that situation naturally. Like it just doesn't really happen. But I mean, like Will o Wisp is fine. I like these cards. Like I might not always play all of them that you've chosen. You probably don't need this. It's just not much of a clock, and you can just not ink if you don't need to. Unfortunately, this Bruno probably isn't great in your deck because you don't have a lot. I'm trying to make sure you don't have a combo that I'm missing. You don't have a lot of cards with the same name, so you're not like synergizing there. Oh, you're using it with Kevin. Okay, you are comboing with something. That makes sense. I mean, there's a world that just Kevin and Bruno's thing. Like, I think this is a fun combo to play when you're starting to learn the game. So, like, once you achieve this combo, you play Kevin on turn 3 with a 1-drop. On turn 4, you play Bruno. And then you, like, that's the issue, is, like, you don't even get a, like, they don't work. Like, you don't get to use the Bruno until turn 6. Your turn 5. And that gives too many turns where they can just answer the Kevin. And if you quest with the Kevin before the Bruno's ready for it, you draw the Kevin and then can't play it because you're setting up the Bruno. But once you have both of these active, you're gaining 6 lore. Like, it's pretty cool. And because it takes so long to set up before you go off the first turn, you can play your scout aheads. Do we have a ready effect? All right. You will sell me on scout ahead if there was like the Lilo, like if I could ready Bruno and then activate it and somehow put Kevin on top of my deck over and over. Like if I could win on that turn, but like the math and the combo only got me 3 activations for some reason, then I would play scout ahead because I would just stay at 0 lore and then play scout ahead and then win. But there's also just play 1-drops and turn them sideways. But, you know, I think this card's probably too hard to play with. and you're really like, I guess you're really high on unequables. While you kind of acknowledge that you're playing Madam Mim to solve that, right? Like I see the line there, but realistically, this is kind of more of a defensive card, even though it like exerts to gain a lore. The concept of a card like this is you play it to slow your opponents down. So if they're going to quest, they can't deploy more characters into play. So then the turn after this, you answer their like a character, and they lose momentum because then if they need to play one or two characters to push up tempo, they can't quest at the same time, which then buys you an extra turn to play another character. But this deck is very aggressive and a little bit of a combo, which like kind of makes sense for this, but like this, you can't play this on turn 4 if you're playing Bruno. So you are counteracting your combo a bit. But you could argue that you're playing this when you don't have that. Um, but your deck's very aggressive. I don't know about this card. People haven't been able to break it yet. Yeah, it's just a little bit of burst towards the end. So you're just trying to play these little aggressive things, then you set up your combo, and then you win. And you can use Pocahontas with Kevin because it gains 4 lore. Pretty good. So you're trying to go one of these two on turn 1, then Pocahontas on 2, and then Kevin on 3. And you're questing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. The next turn you're Bruno. Most likely we've quested for 6, and now we actually lost because they challenged our merfolk, right? Nah. We'll say we're on the play and they didn't have a 1-drop somehow. No, let's play realistically. They're going to answer our 1-drop. Yeah, luckily, most of the stuff is going to be cheap. These are super cheap. Like a couple like it's weird to me. Cheap is like if only having to play like 4 $15 cards is cheap to me, but like these are all cheap. Let's hope collector boosters don't somehow break this. Um, yeah. But that's just some thoughts. You tend to not. You normally don't necessarily want to run cards like this in your aggressive decks. This is like something the control decks want to play so they can maintain the ability to inking while playing threats. And then in the late game, when they have a bunch of ink and they draw this, it gives them 2 cards, so it gives momentum. Whereas you're trying to tempo out, you're trying to play characters as you go. So you don't necessarily want this, but this also works well with trying to get the combo going. You're running a fine line between 2 archetypes, and that can be kind of tough to do. I'd recommend, like, if I was to just cut cards, I would probably cut this location. I would cut the Source of the Vine for sure. Those, possibly the fishing poles and the woodchucks. But we don't really have the other card draw in this list. We don't have like none of the purple. Each player draws cards. They all rotated, right? They did all rotate. So it's gonna make playing In enactment, man, Inkcaster, a lot harder to play. Because you kind of needed that each player draws 3 cards and the Chromacon. If I was to do something. It's like all of our reach. But we want more characters, kind of. Um, it's not a terrible one drop. The RC's kind of mid, but if every card you play gains you 2 lore, you only have to play 10 cards. And you very quickly play 10 cards, and you actually kind of gain more than that. Like, you might even average like 2.5 lore cards since you have so many cards that quest for 2. Oh yeah, we don't. And that's the other thing is you have a card has to be really powerful for it not to quest for more than 1. So like Bruno, you activate it and you're trying to combo it with Kevin. If you don't have Kevin, Bruno's like ink for you. But we're not going to cut that because that's like what your deck's all about, right? We probably don't want to run Miko because it's going to run us out of resources. We're trying to play cheap things. I think you want to run this Todd package because it's cheap and it's good. Um, you could probably run this Pegasus as well for similar reasons. It's harder for them to interact with, so it can normally get 2 to 4 lore. The Flint Rider takes a little bit too much of an investment to get going and can be easily challenged. It's possible we would want this in our deck. Like honestly, I kind of like that. So we could cut the RC. It's rough to do that. We're adding the Todd, right? But like there could be games that we go turn 1 Curse Merfolk on the play, turn 2 just Piercing Strike their 1-drop. Like that doesn't actually feel that bad. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of wish there was. I'm glad and sad there's not more ways to pump that up. White Rabbit's also not bad in this archetype. I love Scrooge McDuck, but the discard effect's rough, right? Like to play it with the Mother Gothel like is a turn 4 play, and that's not good enough for turn 4. So this is one of the cards that you want to play that is not a character that quests for 2, but its ability is so powerful. Like it's also one of the really nice things about Lorcana is that some of the most powerful cards that you are staples and almost always want to play in the color. Like, rarely do I not play Ursula Deceiver in an Emerald deck as a 4 of. And she's a common that's been printed twice, an uncommon that's been printed twice. 3 times if you count the promo. So there's even a specialty version if you want to bling the deck out. But there's a 22-cent version and a 33-cent version. I have foils of this, which I still think are criminally underpriced. $1 for Ursula Deceiver Cold Foil. I guess card's awesome. Cold foils are fire. But I think I have 9 or 10 of these foil. Maybe there's just a bunch of them, but when it's weird now that there's a digital client, my like buying purchases need to be changed because as a streamer, I kind of needed 4 of every card. Plus, some cards like Strength of Raging Fire, I own 16, 20 copies of just so I don't have to take 4 copies out of a deck and put in another deck to switch my deck while like it just saves so much time. And when they were cheap, I would buy them up. It actually was quite profitable for me because there was a time that strength jumped from like $1 to $15. I sold like 10 of them. They got reprinted, jumped back down, and then I rebought multiple playsets for $1 or 2 each. I'm just like, I want a bunch of the card. It's a very good card. It's probably going to be reprinted and not like worth it to invest in per se, but like I would argue that Ursula Deceiver and Strength of a Raging Fire are on my list of cards that I think you want 8 copies of. They're cheap and they're played in all the decks that like can play them. Yo Fungus TCG in the house. If you don't know, he's a long time lurker. First time DLC winner. Has a Metafy. You should check it out. He's got some good vibes on there. If you don't know, you should. And now you do. Radio 105.3. The Deceiver. Third oldest DLC winner. With second place being Luke Wonderland. And first place being the one and only Frank Karsten. I'll tell you right now, I don't know what Rox and Rookie are, so I'm probably not going to like them, but we can find out. Hopefully we'll come across them soon. Did I already pass them? One thing is if we play the Todd and the White Rabbit, we can play Vixie. And this is another card that while she only quests for 1, her ability is very powerful. So we should probably play her if we can. This Todd's a little slow. This card, another one. But it costs money and apparently went up in price. And since we're doing a budget, we're not going to add it. But if you end up playing this deck... Man, I don't have any of this card. Poop. I meant to buy some. Did singles just spike up? I think if you do TCG player, boom. If you want to give me money, use that link for my affiliate code thingamabobber on TCG player. And I think they give me TCG player store credit. Wait, there's a Nat survey? I should take that. But thank you. The Battle of the Yunks. Liam did one. I vaguely remember that, but I might not have done it. I don't know why I keep trying to do radio talk. All right. You can put it in the link here for anyone who's Nats qualified, possibly. Oh, Todd and Copper. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to... I think some of it's good, some of it's not. I think Copper's not good enough. This Vixie, this is like why you play the package. Both Vixie cards are pretty fire. this is your threat, right? You go turn 1 Todd, turn 2 Vixie. Also, if you don't have Todd right away, you could go like Curse Merfolk, turn 2 Pocahontas, quest with Merfolk. If they challenge it, they're running out of resources. Sometimes they don't even challenge it. Like, what if they go Pluto turn 1? You know? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Even the Eleanor decks, they might let you get 4 lore off of it because they're just going to Eleanor it. So they're like, well, I don't want to challenge it with my 1-2, especially if you play Pocahontas on 2, right? If they challenge it, then your Pocahontas could eat their Aurora, and they might not be able to trigger Eleanor. So then, that could make him a sad panda bear. But then, so you go like Merfolk into Pocahontas. Turn 3, you could play Todd and Vixie. This deck is gonna miss a card that you really want. Cheshire Kitty Cat, pretty good card. Probably not what you want. I should open this link up and then move it over here for later. All right. Yeah, Eleanor is rough. Merfolk's gonna have a hard time. It's possible that we want some tempo with Mother Knows Best. Singing it with Vixie. I'm just like building green purple evasives at this point. Genie, probably not, but we'll put 1 there just in case we need cards to fill up. All right, but this is where these 2 cards in. So we get to play Todd and Copper, which this might even be the one you wanted to play. So if you have the Enchanted, go for it. But you probably want to play this as a 4 of. But we're still not going to play 1-drop Copper, unfortunately. And then, yeah, we could probably put Snowfort in here. And then Rapunzel to help put that pressure in. The problem is you really want Mushu and you really want Eleanor, and those are the expensive cards. And those are your card draw, which lets you play cards like Rapunzel. I mean, you could probably play the Queen, but she's never questing for 3. We're at 69 cards, so we got to cut stuff. I didn't even notice. Didn't even notice. Hey, Bruno is evasive too. So without the extra card draw, maybe we don't run the 4 Rapunzels. The Pegasus plays well with the Vixie. Joshua Sweet probably is not what we want, especially since we're kind of replacing it with White Rabbit. I think this is fairish. All right, if you boom. There you go. All right, back to where we were. It looks pretty. Wow. I think there's a shift for it here, yeah. So my program crashed. Come on. Come on, IQ. Yeah, no problem. This card is okay-ish. Probably not good enough. Maybe if we shift things like that really require some songs, right? I like the fact that it doesn't get eaten by things. It kind of needs to be terrorized by the flaps in the night. It's a big body. Quest for 3 sometimes. Perhaps. This is fire. What is 600 for things I'll never own, Alex, please? Because first of all, I'm never. I guess I do win prizes. Maybe I win a collector's booster and crack it, and this is in there, right? But I'm not hustling for boosties. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna hustle those. Cosmic Quest. It's kind of neat. It's a heck of a heater they have in this suit. Also, I didn't know this. Did you know that mermaid fins are space proof? Most expensive Lorcana item ever. This? Yeah, maybe. Rarer than a golden Mickey. Yeah, you heard of Serial 500 out of 23. Why 23? D23. Huh, interesting. Maybe? I don't even know what this is, but it's cool looking. Double Lumiere. Be our guest, be our guest. Interesting in doing like that stained glass foil thing. Interesting. Kind of neat. Kind of pretty. Oh. I'm so hyped for this though. And mobile. Wow. So I wonder if it's going to be a web-based game or they're just going to come out with a mobile app as well at the same time. I need to actually find that link here to sign up for that. Do you have that, Fungus, by chance? Perhaps. One second. Gotta copy a message link in Discord real quick. Yeah, I needed to sign up for that. I think this card's pretty cool. And I love this adventurous keyword. This character can't challenge and must quest each turn if able. Big fan of this. I like this like anti-rush type thing. But they stuck with their guns. They think people should be able to sing songs instead of being adventurous. So that's fair. It lines up with how rush works, and as a gamer, I like the ability to manipulate and take advantage of things that should be negatives and try to negate that aspect of it. To take advantage of drawbacks. It's like, well, it's not as relevant on adventurous as it is on challenge on as rush. Rush sometimes it's like, well, I have to attack or not rush. Reckless. Sorry, reckless. Reckless is like, well, I might have to lose my character. Oh, I can sing the song instead. You're not really getting out of that with adventurous. You're actually just not getting the lore, but you could still use the adventurous character to sing a song if you want and or needed to. That one, you might need Mickey Mouse to sing Under the Sea. The end of your turn, if this character is exerted, each player gets one ink drop. Oh, I thought this thing gained the ink drops on questing. So yeah, your opponent does get to use it first. Interested to see how ink drops truly work. This card becomes pretty good if ink drops are a way to generate extra ink. Like quickly, like if there's a lot of them. This is a full art dog version. Yeah, if they're going to be actual tokens, I think they'll work in a way similar to treasure tokens. They're actually making straight up tokens for them. When you play this character, chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards a song card of your choice. That's a pretty cool one. What is this from? I like it. A playable promo. 2 playable promos. So is it 3 match wins gets a foil copy of this? Like these are both foil, right? I want a non-foil version of both of these. Like, I hope these are non-foils, and then you can get foils the other way. That is a cool Be Prepared art. Did they have villain show that one? Prize Walls the non-foil. Well, I need to not be a silly Billy like I was at the last DLC and spend my points as soon as I get them on day 2 instead of at the end of day 2 when all the good cards are sold out. An 8 cost, 7/5. I hope this card does something if it's a promo card. Because the other 3 promo cards are good. So it'd be really disappointing that if the jump from top 64 to top 30, like, there's a world that these 2 promo cards are the same price. I think they give you a playmat for top 32 as well. And top 32 is Nat invite, so you still want it. I think top 32 is Nats. It used to be top 16, then top 30. Yeah, I got top 32. Just making day 2's a playmat? Oh, but day 2 is a much bigger cut, right? Because you play like 5 or 6 rounds. It's weird. Oh, they leaked the mem. Well, let's hope it's good. This mat is for making day 2. I guess that's, yeah. The OP program. So is this, they're coming back with pins? I thought they got rid of them. Or is this them saying they're coming back and doing them again? That's pretty solid. Ooh, only at a 250 instead of 500. So you think they're going to try to give out all 250 this season, or right? Because it's the season of the villain. So I don't think they're going to give out 250 of them to the mass public. I think they are keeping some for internal stuff. It just makes sense, which is whatever. Throw them in collector's boosters. I mean, could you imagine opening a Hades Dark Usurper in like Fabled Remastered in 10 years? Wait. Wait. Why the heck does the World Championship... Oh, that's not the World Champion, that's the Championship. So that's the top 8 card, and then this is the Champion. Why does it say 1 out of 36, though? Hold on. Oh, top 8... DLC top 8, World Championship copy, DLC winner... Is this World Champs or DLC winner? I'm assuming DLC winner because there's 36. So there's not a World Champion card anymore? There's just like a top 8 Worlds card? The Youth Division. This is good for the game. This is fire. In before you have to play at some local store like weeklies to qualify to play. That's what City Champs did. You had to like make top 16 on like your league to qualify for the store championship, which is like a top 16 event. Might even just been top 8. But I do like this. More programs, the better. Dude, there's got to be more spoilers. There was definitely more things. What else did they announce?
Hey Midnight Moggy 94.
Well, that covers our D23 portion. I did learn how to play Pow World as well, and that was actually really fun. We could maybe jump to that. Should we do this Origins or Pow World first? I think Bobby wanted to watch this Origins.
I'll settle for your crown instead.
Try not to bleed.
I've never played Marvel Snap, and apparently this game is like it.
Her shield is up. You can't get through that. You'll have to destroy the barrier that powers... Cards cost mana to play. You can't play these cards yet. Play Billy on the left space.
I was told this card is funny when you play it, but I don't know.
And press ready.
Ready.
Tiny but toxic.
Even my ghosts got good aim.
Combat goes from left to right. Characters strike straight across, using... You replenish mana and use it or lose it. Defend your barrier.
Defend your barrier.
Queens of me. Tiny but toxic.
These voice lines would get so old so quick.
Fight using their power and
Good thing the AI is bad.
Prevented your barrier from taking down.
Do we want to play the kitty cat or this one? I want to play this, but I was told to play... This one's funny, so let's try it out.
Big John. Big John.
Yeah, definitely would be turning off the...
A gift from Sherwood.
Rise again and serve your queen.
Interesting.
Nice. If you can get through to the
Things don't heal.
destroy any barrier to disable the queen's shield again. The barrier you already destroyed has been reinforced. The other barriers will be
Well... I guess we'll just blow right to the face.
Bear beatdown.
Off your head.
Ah. Lucky shot. Try that again.
Can't wait for the online client. Me too.
Attacks with interest.
This cutscene has lasted way too long.
the arena awaits. And it does. Oh wait, what should we call you?
Digital graded cards. Wow. Probably snake chips. Probably.
Is here.
Love, fear, they bow before me.
Oh my.
Back so soon.
Most cards have abilities. Bagheera gets stronger if you play him.
Let's go, Bagheera.
You have enough mana.
Spin it to win it.
This Bagheera card seems good for the first turn. When this attacks, deal damage equal to this card's snipe value to the opponent's barrier at that location. That's kind of cool. We'll save that. Good old Huck Finn. Good for a good 2 for 1. Let's be aggressive here.
Queens of Mead.
I'll blow your house.
Next time I'll come say hi, do so. Hey, we to play defense and more pressure. Wait, what? What?
Oh, you drew a spell card. Spell cards have different.
Yeah.
Must violence.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's be more, well, let's be more aggressive.
100-acre hero.
100-acre hero,
To win it.
Anyone required?
No, you're late again.
Nonsense.
If you weren't
Yeah, let me play the game. You think that's just other allies in the area? I'm assuming it's just in the build. But we shall find out.
Glory comes naturally.
Oh my.
Bear beatdown. A gift from Sherwood.
Rise again and serve your queen.
This card's good.
Still trying to do this
Itsy
without me?
bitsy spider.
Guilty as charged.
Marion has snipe too.
Yeah.
Explanations.
Evil. So we just play that here to trade here, then we have 4 more ink to do things with. 40 health, that's a lot. Mm. So we put this here. No. No. Put you
Mary
here.
did have a good point. Try playing her.
No. Fine.
I'll blow your house down.
I like how they put this here just in case. Like, I wanted to put her here because I'm like, oh, we'll get it. But I'm like, oh, they won't put it there. They're like, no, we're going to put it there. So we win.
Consider this a tax with interest.
Victory!
The queen wants a rematch.
I don't know how I feel about this game. So I think this game's supposed to be entirely free, and then, like, they get you to pay by doing graded cards or something?
One last match, rogue. And this time,
What are
Every deck has
these?
one legendary card. To see what legendary card your opponent is using, the queen's legendary card is Legion of the Dead. Legendary card. Legendary card. But that's
That's kind of a cool card. What is this
you
reveal
see that
thing?
thing? We haven't even started it.
I've got some trick.
the legendary card in your deck is Robin Hood. Go figure.
Well, it answers
Just having this
the
Robin Hood has
opposing one.
And let's spice things up, shall we? A few.
Yes.
There are 3 locations. Each location has its own rules that can alter the
Ooh.
game. Location rules will. When a location rule says here,
Wait, I benefit too?
Fair.
That's pretty good. So our legendary makes that every turn. Maybe we just start with that in our hand. Fine.
the vacant armory location gives characters +1 power. Play Itsy Bitsy Spider in one of those spaces.
I hate games that don't let me do what I want to do.
Tiny but toxic. Spin it to win it.
Seems like a pretty good card. Golden Goose. Both of us apparently seem to have a weird strategy there.
Those 2 enemy characters are a little scary. Let's use spells to get rid of them.
Why? How is this mummy scary game? Can't wait to get through the tutorial. Is this how Marvel Snap played? I never really played it. But I like this card, but it's kind of unneeded at the moment.
Bear beatdown.
Rude. Probably could have waited on that, but...
Queens of Mean.
See what their spell is. The super army. So we're probably going to draw Robin Hood next turn. I think he only costs 7. But he might cost 8. Bop, bop, bop. Oh,
Exactly. Brilliant.
Who are you?
I'm just.
I don't even want to play it yet, honestly. But I guess I will, just to take down this one.
Tiny but toxic.
Allow me to.
It's pretty good. Yeah, this new Lorcana client. Crazy, right? One at a time? Come on, come on.
Arrogant little
A gift from Sherwood.
rise again and serve your queen.
Hmm.
Spin it to win it.
I like how my character with 8 ink plays a 1-drop and nothing else with 7 ink. And it's just like, oh, we don't need to interact. We can just lose the game.
With interest.
It's like, what is their hand?
Look at you go. You can find it.
Wow.
You'll get more decks by collect them all and you'll...
I ain't wish listing nothing. Deck builder. Hmm. Alright, we're gonna get wrecked. Robin Hood versus Robin Hood.
Show me the honey.
Oh man, I'm gonna get Pooh Beared. Well, we want Curve. I think this card is okay-ish, but probably not what we want early. That's cool. I should have maybe heavy mold for this card alone. It's so good. Wait, they just didn't even play anything? What? The first player to fill this location deals 5 damage to the barrier? Oh. Well, I should do that. We're actually going to do this because if they destroy this, it makes a 5/5. So then they can't interact, and next turn we'd play both of these. Now we get to do this here, this here, this here. Boop. This has got to be a bot. This has got to be a bot. There's no way this is a human.
Tiny but toxic.
I wonder how this works if both of us feels. His says reveals first, but so I wonder if he could have technically filled it first. They played this with nothing here? Like, it's bots.
Glory comes naturally.
I just want to play. You gonna play anything, Bobby Bear? Maybe it is a human. They're slow rolling me.
Glory comes naturally.
Oh no. Timber! That's kind of bad for me, but not too bad. Like, you play as Robin there and shoots this. So I think I play this here. This here.
Tiny but toxic.
Got him. Got him!
We won't yield.
I'm like, this Miriam card's mid, and then I win with it. Bop bop.
Welcome back, friend. Consider this a tax with interest.
Why is Robin Hood telling them that there's a tax? When has Robin Hood been a tax collector? Woo, we got a new deck. Oh, and an opponent to play? Bruh, I was gonna get a drink.
Perfection is here.
Cloud enforcement has arrived.
Is the hand good? I can't see it. I want a snack. I'm hungry. Give me that one drop. Double Bagheera. That's what? Come on! It gave me a bullseye instead of another Bagheera.
Tiny but toxic.
Gimme, gimme. This is rough, bro. Maybe this is what my opponent had last game.
Tiny but toxic.
They just didn't play anything on turn 1 for me to set up to bullseye last turn.
Queens of Mean.
Rude. I was gonna set up the Gilead. Straight out of Wonderland? Interesting. We're taking him back. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, that was good. So that takes that and trades there. If we put it here, it makes a big army. So we rush. Do we rush 40 in one? I mean, I kind of want to try that. I've got removal for the others. Let's do it. Bruh! Kind of just want to double bop that. I'm just going to play that there. Play this here.
Queens of Mean.
He's really going on his way to protect that spot.
Tiny but toxic.
I'm running out of cards.
Hundred-acre hero.
Let's bounce.
Move?
Let's
Wow, that's kind of cool.
back up.
We'll just let him take the middle one. Why'd you move there?
Pounds.
Oh, you played another one, I
100
guess?
acre hero.
I'm not getting around.
Ah, lucky shot. Try that again.
Hmm. Double trample.
We won't yield.
Why that? You want to stun this?
My arrow is justice.
I mean, that's actually kind of scary. Victory is ours.
Consider this a tax. With interest.
Imagine if that thing had given us 2 Bagheera, though. It just seems like a good early turn 2 play. Or turn 1 play. Now we gotta win one more for the deck books. Every player gets every card.
Perfection is here. Perfection is here.
Yay, just what I wanted. My 8 drop. Yeah, that's what we did want. Bruh. That's pretty cool. That's like a pretty absurd opening, like the RNG there to hit a copy that. It's a shame we don't have another thing to put here. We don't have any characters to fill here, and we're not going to be able to play something the next 2 turns. That's kind of rough.
Tiny but toxic.
Because it's going to...
Tiny but toxic.
At least I have things to shoot with my bad cards. Oh my goodness. Who reveals first? I reveal first. So I get to shoot things. So this always hits for 5, right? I fear they're going to fill this location up, but... Gotta fill here and hope it goes here.
We won't yield.
Copying this the next 2 turns is also going to be pretty fire. Maybe I should have copied that with the thing, actually.
100
That was a mistake. It would have also... Oh, man. Had I played this instead of this, it would have been so good. That was a mistake on my part. Ooh, that seems good. Sheer. In front of both of the snipers. And I'll play... Yeah! You're not even getting me with those golden gooses. This Gilead with this is busto. And I get the reveal first next time. But... it's not guaranteed where it goes. But I do have to put it here.
Glory comes naturally. Glory comes naturally.
We won't yield. We won't yield.
Bruh. I had a really good open this game.
Lucky shot.
Lucky shot. Alright, so we literally just have game and play. Let's...
Queens of Need. Queens of Need.
we're gonna go for the prestige
Queens of
triple damage.
Queens of Need. Queens of Need. 100-acre hero.
Consider this a task.
I'd be muting this game sound effects so fast. Let's go home and get our new deck. Oh, I have to play a boss to get it. Fine. Three not so little pigs.
Perfection is here.
Perfection is here. Bruh, what is this?
To lose. Tiny but toxic.
Using this on this feels not right, but
To win it.
especially with this, but who knows? Interesting. So I can put this anywhere.
escapes our ears.
Oh wow, they get to attack because they went later. That's pretty good. But it defended? That's cute. That's cute. Alright, alright. I should have hit this one. I forgot this ability was here. That's rough. No! All of them that I could have chosen, I chose the wrong one. Yep, that was my fault. I'm just bad.
Glory comes naturally.
I think... Do I want to trade and deal 2? I feel like this is better later. When I need to push through the last bit. Scarecrow's a good card. This, though, seems really powerful. Having my 10/10 have move.
Spin it to win it.
I almost want to move him. Just so they can't block it, but... Oh! Get got!
We won't yield.
Little John.
A gift.
So I actually win on my next turn. That's kind of cool.
Red doesn't rest.
Most likely.
Always bring a bear. Glory comes naturally.
Bop bop.
This attacks.
How'd the Lorcana weekend go? Rough. Alright, what did we win? Oh, so I can only play the precons. So what's the difference between the play button and the battle? Tradable, so when your account gets hacked.
Little, but lethal.
But it means you could try to sell them, maybe. Marketplaceable. Reveal, summon a blue. I mean, that card's pretty dang good. It's expensive, though. We kind of have curve, though. 3, 4, 5. We don't even need this. We start with 2. We actually have full curve. We just need to draw something to play. It's actually a pretty good curve.
Let's bounce.
Yeah, that's fine. Sky 24. If that's your real name. Oh, I gotta do squats. You gotta keep me honest on those, chat. I'm a chunky boy. I need to lose some weight. I kind of want to just go eat this. And probably want to get this going as fast as possible. And then it will make up for these little things.
Your strength feeds mine.
I'm definitely not going to go after the one that heals, that's for sure. Give another out. That's pretty good. I'm going to run out of locations because these merrymen. That didn't make him bigger. Play an ally, so summoning doesn't count. Unreveal abilities happen twice here. Man, the rough part is my board's gonna fill up and he's got an empty board because I've been answering it. I didn't think about that. Oh well, I guess I'll get to draw cards. We'll just... Maybe he'll put something here. Nope. Dang.
Little John.
No, but I wanted to put this here. Okay, that's kind of cute. Can't play it. This trample will be good next time. Wow, they're just throwing a character away there. This might just win the game. Oh, I'm out of character slots. Isn't that cool? Oh, it's not even a character, it's a spell. How do I play it? There we go. I thought I was a character. It's still gonna be pretty good here. Alright, can you stop the double board wipe? Maybe they just ignore this one. But I'm going to pump up over here. And then if they let me do this, I'm going to do this. I assume they're going to put characters here, though. Just because this reveals... This ability, this Mirror Dimension, is pretty OP. Oh, they stopped me from doing the double win. But I do take over here. And actually wipe their middle a little bit.
Try that again.
Let's see if the Merryman summons here again to stop my Mowgli turn.
Hey 12 orb 3.3y.
Thanks for the followers. We got a bunch of follows and subs today. It's awesome. Thank you so much. And we're just gonna make a couple giant 6/6 bears. Boop. Boop. Not a bad. Make 3 6/6s or 2/2, a 6/6, and a 6/6. I want to shoot it here. Like, why can't I shoot it in front of blocks? We'll do it here, though. That'll be funny. We're going to take this one out because of it. That's funny. What did they paid 6 for whatever they played, though?
We won't yield.
What else did they do? The little pigs and the Merryman, like the tokens that went through them. We beat the robot duck. Legion Doom. So that means that person we played like 3 fights ago was like way ahead. Some of these arts are cool. This is... Although, like, is this AI? Because that definitely looked like Faye from Cowboy Bebop. But to be... Now that I think about it, Faye makes a good Snow White. I like this card. I might need this. Just do... Yeah. I like this card a lot, but we're not guaranteed the thing, and it's expensive. Alright, we got low ground. Low to the ground. Stuff to do. Well, we're definitely doing this. Wait, no. No, no, no. Do this. Or maybe we do want to draw a card. No, this, so if they removal it, it doesn't do the thing. Looks like it didn't matter. They did nothing on their first turn. It's crazy.
Your strength feeds mine.
Tiny but toxic. Tiny
Oh my goodness, I didn't see this was here. I'm so crazy. I should have put that here. I need to read these things.
Let's bounce.
Of course it goes there. Why not go right here?
Spin it to win it. Spin it to win it.
Actually, I shouldn't have shot that because I want this to die so I can play something there, but I'll be able to play it here. And then they're gonna answer a lot of characters here. Shame I didn't play a Scarecrow there, because the 3 blind mice over here would have been fire. Although, no, the Scarecrow twice was good. Gotta do those squats. These abilities in the middle are, like, quite devastating.
Big John. Little John.
Little John. But he was already the +6/6.
This one's for Grandma.
Let's boot it back up.
I think I want these. These axe throws are going to be pretty solid. And getting a beast in each thing to slowly generate if they somehow make blockers.
Your strength feeds mine.
Oh, well, now we don't know where it's going to... Oh, it did go
Your
there.
strength feeds mine.
This game's kind of fun. I never played Marvel, but...
Big John. Little John.
Little June. I wonder if he's gonna... what he has for a wipe here.
Bear beatdown.
Nothing.
Bear beatdown.
Oh, that's a good placement, though. I want some alternate art cards already.
But lethal. Little, but lethal.
Unreveal summon a not so little pig. They're gonna make a bunch of little things, so this card's actually not that bad. If this is the mirror, right? We want to have the tokens, we want to have cantrips. Alright, so we want to do this here.
Nothing escapes our ears.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Kind of want to eat stuff immediately, though. But just taking this down right away seems good, too. I think I'm just going to do that.
Spin it to win it. Spin it to win it.
Queens of me.
Pretty good placement for me. Oh my goodness. So this doesn't move because of that stuff. Okay. Okay. I don't want to waste that on this. And I don't want to just lose it. Maybe I just put this here. What does stun even do? So it just would take a damage and not trade, I think. They don't damage in combat.
It's now or how. Of me.
Let's bounce.
So we move these here, so it fills this up, and the stun doesn't matter, right? I guess the trade here. Oh, I forgot I wouldn't trade. I say that and then that, but whatever. Eats it, saves the damage, fills up 2 spots. I think I'm playing this. It just seems like the right thing to be doing in this board. And then if things get eaten, next turn I can play both of these. But I need 2 spots to open up for that. I'm assuming maybe this gets moved somewhere. I wish that this trample went to the next shield. Nice. I get to take it down and eat their thing. Oh. LOL. Why did you double attack that same spot? I wonder if they meant to attack this.
For Grandma. Red doesn't rest.
Always bring a bear. Always bring a bear.
I was thinking it was going to make 2 bears for because the last game we played where it did that. Might as well. I mean, I assume they put something here if they're going to play a character to block. Because it's the most likely spot I'll play a character. And then I kind of wanted to play this to pump one of these, but I'm going to let them play one defender here. And the stun will happen. I just want to slow down here. But maybe I should have put a Little John here. Let this hit. Yep, just for that reason. But now this is guaranteed to hit, so we win the game. It's like, what's he going to do? Play 10-10, take 1, and then we win? Oh. Oh, it just stopped us from winning. That's funny. The Destruction deck, which one is that?
Nothing escapes our ears.
Oh. Rude. So we just win here then.
Big John.
Here? Apparently here just means here. I thought here meant directly crossed.
This one's for Grandma.
I have no idea which...
Rest.
I think I'm on the demo.
Your fairy tale's over.
Let's bounce.
That's kind of a cool card. That's funny. What? So is this, how many cards is this? Is this really gonna draw me like 5 cards? It's just that, okay. That's gonna deal a lot of damage. These will be pretty good too, though. And I'll get to make 3 of them. So is it all just gonna pump the same one, I wonder? So let's go for this one. But that might be the one they kill. I think they'd kill this.
Bippity boppity done. Bippity boppity done. Bippity boppity done. Queens of me.
Oh my, I didn't even read that part. Pretty easy choice. Nice tramplers. What if we do the same thing?
This one's for Grandma.
Rise,
Except I'm gonna make an army of Mowgli's next turn too.
off your head.
Red doesn't rest.
Although... humorously, next turn we can do something crazy with this again.
Always bring a bear. Always bring a bear.
Always bring a bear. I might take this middle one with this heroic charge as well. How did they not play something over here?
remember, my darlings. They've missed you.
They're gonna make a bunch of zombies, and I'm just gonna trample over them all.
Let's bounce.
Bop.
Your fairy tale's over.
Nice deck, boss. Probably. I thought it always played the spells last. I didn't realize it plays them in order. I thought it put characters and then spells. I think it's twice I've done it now. I wonder how much they are actually trying to get people to pay for those.
Oh, fear. They bow before me.
Perfection is here.
Uh-oh. This deck looks bad. If I don't have characters, that is. That's a lot of targeted removal. I crushed this deck when I played against it. What? He might be able to deal 40 to me there. Oh, I have this. That's cute. So we're just gonna freeze that. Actually, we're gonna undo that. Almost missed sequence there.
Off with your head.
Ah, lucky shot. Try that again.
I guess you do. It does kind of trample over the next shield. I thought it didn't, but I'm silly. Yeah.
Queens of Mean.
No, my queen of the night. We're gonna win this one first, lady.
We won't yield.
Feels pretty oppressive when you do it this way. Exacties. Kneel before your queen.
Oh, fear. They bow before me.
Little, but lethal.
I do not like this stun card. Scarecrow. Now this is a real card. Oh, I don't want to put this there then. I think I just want to do this. Yes. This seems good for my deck and bad for theirs. It's like, I guess I'm the defender deck. This Rue is gonna eat both of my characters.
The dead do not rest.
Caw.
Your strength feeds mine.
Oh, I'm taking that thing out next turn.
Queens of Mean. Tippity boppity done.
Oh, got him. We're gonna take over this one. Oh, what a block placement. They're probably taking this out. Oh, they're not. We win. Double Bandersnatch. Oh, this is like the alt version of them, right? Maybe? Oh, no! We don't win yet.
Big John.
Spin it to win it.
Off your head!
Red doesn't rest.
Your strength feeds mine.
Oh, rough.
This one's for Grandma.
Alright, can I deal 4?
Serve your queen.
Bro. What a weak turn. I guess we both kind of had weak turns. Oh, that's not a weak turn.
Little John.
Little John. Oh, I thought it was going to deal it to him. But I'll take the 2 damage on it. Oh, alright. Well, good game. Double good game. I don't know why they played a thing there. They needed to play one of these and hope that I didn't put something there.
Your queen.
This game's alright. I need to get on the playtest server, though, apparently, because then can I build real decks instead of
Bow before me.
these pre-mades only? Oh, I thought they were the bunch of little things. Let's hope it doesn't go here. No whammy. Oh, all damage here is doubled? Oh, no, that's kind of scary, actually. Just freeze it next turn and play a stepsister here.
These of me.
Like, I almost want to just go for a fight here because we only need 30 to win this one here. Holy crap.
Queens of Mean.
Off with your head. Rise then. and
We have game here again. Oh, our Bigfoot's getting got.
Queens of Mean.
But they have no board and are about to make a bunch of zombies. And we're also going to make zombies. This gold spinning wheel's crazy. Like, like, some of these I'd be so mad if I lost to.
Queens of Mean.
The dead do not rest.
Oh, that's not good. Might want that for over here. I might need it. We win. Play that here.
kneel before your queen.
Surprised I did the 40 route instead of the 30, but they had the removal to stymie. Boss battle.
Bow before me.
A blade with purpose.
I'm gonna keep that. Believe it or not. That's why I kept it, because I knew they would do that to me. And I really
I honor
wanted
your
it.
courage. Now show me your discipline.
Rude, bro. They've got the double Bagheera open. Is this our first loss? you. Oh, come on.
A perfect strike deserves an echo.
Oh, I guess it's. I get the bonus though, and they won't. Oh wait, no, they do. That's such shenanigans. Like the exact placement and a perfect counter.
Even the faithful can fight.
Freeze the day.
Oh, that was good against me. Dang. But these will be good. Be able to take that in one hit.
Bippity boppity done.
The dead do not rest.
Ooh, even while stunned, she deals her 2. That's kind of spicy.
Grace is a weapon.
Rise again and serve your queen.
It shakes the earth. It does not shake me.
Clock around the clock. Try that again, sweetie.
Oh. Fine. Bruh! And that locks me out from here.
An army without discipline is only noise.
So this needs to be here to double attack. And I should probably just destroy this. No, we'll destroy this. Put this here just in case. Then we gotta stop both of these, and then we can put this. Alright, so we take this one. Unless they put something gigantic here.
When the battle demands the best, I answer.
Let's
twice.
see.
I am the ripple before the wave.
Try that again, sweetie.
Oh, come on! I mean, I guess it didn't win him the game, but geez. Although, this might take it the next time, too.
Off your head.
Reset, refocus.
I might just play this down here to block and double tap.
Always bring a bear.
Wow, they would have taken me out on that top one had I just ignored it. Alright. Even with that bad turn 1 variance. We got there. We beat the boss. Aren't we lucky? Oh, this is the deck you like, I see.
Death's kind of my thing.
Where's... Shit. I don't like the little red blips.
Little, but lethal.
A blade with purpose.
Death touch on death destroy. Wow.
Freeze the day.
Even the faithful can fight. Even the faithful can fight.
That Tuck character is pretty good.
Nothing escapes our ears. Nothing escapes our ears.
This sucks. It sucks because we're giving them, like, the 3 of. Oh, they tried to return that Tuck to their hand, and we fizzled it. Oh, I'm so glad we did that. I just kind of want to see what this does if I put it here. Win Grandmaster, right? They need to give rankings on this. I got my Moby. Really? That's pretty weak. I'm interested to see how this works here. So do you think if we Mobied here, it would make the enemies on the left and right, it would end here again, so they can just make a blocker, but they might try to destroy it. I want to see what happens. No, I'm going to do this. It's just way cooler.
Try that again, sweetie.
Bounce that Moby to my hand. I don't care. It's a 12-12 for 3, bro. You messed up there. Did stop me from the big hit here, though. Check this out, bro. Oh, this is a combo. Actually, man, I could put this Moby here, destroy these, refill the board, destroy 2 random enemies, which is also kind of cool. But we're gonna do this. This is neat. I like this Moby to eat their board. This Bagheera over here just seems bad.
The dead do not rest.
I could just do a Moby here and try to eat it and sneak it through. Or go, okay, we go Moby here. We destroy this. Boop.
You die, I drive. You die, I drive.
Walk around the clock. Walk around the clock.
Boom.
This one's for Grandma.
Reset, refocus, revenge.
I'm gonna go, well, no, I should probably put this here. They're probably killing poor old Moby. Yeah, this has got to be my last game too, Bobby, because I'm going to pick my kid up soon. I got to jump and take a quick 10-minute shower. I think I like this game because of this. Like, I never really was into Marvel Snap. I never really played it, never wanted to play it. From what I saw, the how to make money in the game seemed really rough. Hard to do.
The dead do not rest.
I guess he gets that bottom one.
Grace is a weapon.
Red doesn't rest.
That's pretty good. That's so fire. I'm gonna draw 3 cards and then banish your character on the other side after I fill it up.
Freeze the day.
And the bippity failed. Yes. Yes, let's draw all the cards. Oh, no, that's a little scary. Oh, the one spot
Always bring a bear.
hits the 1 out of 5 on the first try.
Always bring a bear.
I mean, I guess it's good they didn't go here. Would have been nice to go here. This is a fire play, though. Nice. What is this? 34-39? So you just destroy the thing. This card's busted. Oh, I probably don't get to choose. Well, what happens if I put it here? And then we put this here.
Death's kind of my theme. You die, I drive.
Oh, my deck's empty. What? Finally got my first single lane victory. How did I get my death so big? Oh, bro, I had... Alright. That was my last game, but... So we had, in the third lane, was the battlefield action that when you summon a character, it summons a copy on each side. And I summoned a whale, a Moby there, after I had made characters. So, like, the first Moby came in, wiped the things on the side, then made 2 more Mobies. Then that Moby wiped the other 2. And then that third Moby wiped the other one and was like a 12-something. And then I had another Moby eat that one and become a 17. And then I had the mice that when they banish, they make a guy. So I just had like a bunch of 1/1s get banished. Alright, that was kind of fun. We're gonna raid someone, probably Color. I assume she's streaming right now. People actually want to watch Lorcana. I checked. They didn't actually have a channel for this. Color's not even streaming. Or she's not in the category. Did I leave the category on accident and it not put me back in? No, I'm in it. She's just not streaming right now. Or the same game. So I guess we will raid someone else. How dare she not raid me? The etiquette there. Alright, we're gonna raid the Dutch Lumineers. Enjoy it. And I will see someone later. She raided someone playing Lorcana. Who cares? I would never. I would never. Bye. And oh, we still gotta wait. Still gotta wait. Time. 5, 3, 2, 1, and we're off.